Hello everyone. Today I'll be showing how to do polar alignment using the add-on autoPA for the tracking mount. I'll be using the two supporter apps at the moment, which is in this case Sharpcap and as well Nina. So the first things first, you need to be connected to your mount. Everything needs to be tracking as well. And as well, you need to be in focus. This is very important because Sharkup and as well Nina will use the stars to know their position. They will do plate solving in the case of Nina. Similarly, it's a similar method for Sharkup. So you need to be in focus. And as you can see as well, I have some of the settings that I'm using right now with my camera. So I have no filter at this moment. And you can see that even with the almost 1 second exposure, you don't see the sky full of stars, but you see enough for at least for this to work. And like I said, the stars need to be in focus, which is very important for this particular process. All right, so let's get started. So for this, you will need a Sharkup, either 4.0 or 3.2, and as well, you will need to have the Pro version of Sharkup, which is the only one that supports polar alignment. And you don't need to have Polaris right in focus or in the middle of the frame. You just need to be around the vicinity where Polaris is. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's 15 degrees. I want to say within range, so Sharkup can solve the image and then do the process. Um, so what you need to do in this case is go to Tools and then go to Polar Align. So in this case, it will plate solve the image. Um, in my case, let me go back here. I already checked the option to automatically advance to the next stage. So this is what you need to see. And very important that you need to see the word solve. If this is changing of solve, not solve, then you need to move the focus perhaps or move the mount so it will stay always solve. That's very important because even if it stays, let's say, for 2 or 3 seconds on solve and then you click on next, but then it's not able to solve the next frame, then it won't be able to continue with the process. So it will start all over again. Um, Something as well that is important for you to play with, it is with these settings, the sensitivity and the noise reduction. This is my settings in particular. I've been doing a lot of trial and error. And as well with some of the other settings for your camera, like the gain or the ISO if you have a DSLR, or the offset, things like that, gamma, brightness, contrast, anything that will help. Um, so Sharkup in this case can solve the image, and like I said, it stays on solve here in the most recent play solving status. So in this case, since I already saw this first image, I need to click on next. And then you need to turn the mount either east or west, depending which one is better for you. So what I do is I go here, go back to OWAT control, and I go down by 4 hours. As you can see, it's moving here, how much is going to move. So the marker will say, so then you click on slew. So it will start moving the mount, and you will see as well on the background the Shark app. We'll keep trying to solve the image. So let's wait for that process to finish. In the meantime, I'll open the autoPA script or executable. In this case, there are different versions already. So in my case, I don't think I have the latest one, but the process is almost the same. So you need to click on here on the drop-down menu, select Sharkup 4.0, which is the one that I have in my case. Uh, and also you need to select the accuracy. I usually go for 30 or 25 arc seconds. So in that way, it will give me either good PA or excellent PA. So at the bottom now in Sharkup, if we go back, you will see what is the actual polar error that you have right now. So then the only thing that we need to do in this stage is just click on the next button. So this is the final step. So now it will tell you how much you need to rotate your mount, either to the right or to the left, or east or west, or up and down. Um, like I said earlier, I'll be using the autoPA add-on for the mount. You can also manually rotate the mount, either the front of the mount, left or right, and up and down. And this is assuming that the front of the mount is looking at the stars and you're behind the mount. So you're doing the adjustments from the back or at the back of the mount. Um, so the only thing that I need to do here right now is just click on start. So what this will do, it will look for the log file the Sharpcap creates, and it will start reading the values there, and it will start on its own doing the adjustments. So right now, as you can see, it's already moving. Let's get this out of the way. You can see we're already pretty good already on right. And now let's just start adjusting up or down. There is a huge benefit from having this add-on. First of all, it moves the mount very precisely, which is really amazing because even if you don't have any, if you try to rotate the mount even just a tiny bit, it might be either too much or too little, and then you're fiddling, trying to find how much you actually need to move it. In this case, it's very precise. As you can see, we're already pretty good. Let me move this out of the way. It will still say poor. It will keep adjusting and adjusting until it gets to the value that we selected here or very close at least to it. And when that happens, this window, it will close by itself. So we're already doing pretty good. So when it gets closer, the process will slow down a little bit because it just moves in very small increments. Getting really close. And honestly, the benefit of having something like this is understated. It's amazing just to be in the comfort of your house, without freezing outside or dealing with the heat or mosquitoes when it's summer, and just relaxing while the mount is doing everything on its own. And as you can see, the window closed on its own. It was already close enough to the value that I set. And as you can see, I have excellent polar alignment. So the next step here will be you can do two things. What I personally do is I click this button, I click on sync, so the mount knows what is the starting point right now, where it's looking at right now, and then I can go either here, select the target that I want, or I can go to Nina or APT or um, SPG or any other acquisition software that you have and start uh, with your session. So as you can see, it's pretty simple. It was probably less than a minute or something like that. So like I said, this is amazing.